thoughts. In today's video, I'm going to give you an analogy that's going to help you figure out how to understand your thoughts and a better way of managing them. Hello everybody, my name is Chris Flippin, and I'm here to help you find your happiness. So let's get started. The analogy that I want to use for you today is rain. So I want you to think about your thoughts the same way that you would think about rain. Now, to give you a better understanding, if you look at ancient civilizations, they used to worship the rain. Why? Because not only could it bring life and fertility to the land, it can also, through droughts and through floods, bring devastation and death. Now, when we think of our thoughts in the way of a drought, you can think about it as if you're in the lack of thoughts, right? Where you're not paying attention to, you're really not thinking about anything. And I've been there, right? I've been through all of those situations where you just don't want to think about anything. That can cause stagnation, and that can cause you to, end up manifesting by default. Because if you're not paying attention to anything at all, if you're not really thinking about anything, everything that's manifesting is just what you are being, and that's nothing. So nothing is going to manifest. Now you can also look at your thoughts as floods, and this is where I think a lot of us really get caught up in, because of the fact that when we have a thought, it just keeps going and cycling over and over and over in our head. And I've made that mistake in the past where I've allowed my thoughts just to run wild. I don't manage the thoughts at all. So in that respect, you can look at it as a flood. When your mind is flooded with thoughts, you have a really difficult time really being able to manage what you're thinking of. And that is really when your manifestations start to go awry. Because of the fact that, if you remember, I say this quite often, that we get what we are, not what we want. So if we are sitting here flooded with thoughts, imagine what's manifesting. It's just all of this just blah, right? So therefore, it's extremely, extremely important to be able to manage your thoughts. And so the best way to look at it is, if the rain, when there's a proper amount of rain, and then it's managed as it's irrigated out to the fields, okay, then all life flourishes. And so when you think of your thoughts in that same way, if we're managing the amount of thoughts that are coming in, and then managing the way that they're going out into our reality, and the way that we're thinking, the way that we're speaking, and the way that we're acting, therefore you can really start to manifest on purpose. And let me tell you, once you start doing that, things will change completely. All right? So one of the things that I really want you to work on this week, or if you're having a problem, however long it takes you, whether it's a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I had to work on it for months, right? It took me I would say about a good 30 to 60 days to really get to the point where I could manage my thoughts. In a way that I'm gonna give you a tip to help you really be able to pay attention to that. So Eckhart Tolle, no, I take that back. It was Vernon Howard in his book, The Mystic Path to Cosmic Power. He discusses thoughts as a tiger in the jungle. So if you can imagine, you're in the jungle and you've got no weapons, you're just completely on your own, and you see a tiger, but you're up in a tree and you see a tiger starting to pass by, you're not going to say anything. You're just going to keep your mouth shut. You're not even going to try to breathe, right? So that way the tiger doesn't see you. And if it doesn't see you, it's just going to keep walking. And therefore, if you can look at your thoughts in that same manner as that tiger, if your thought comes in and it's a contrasting thought that you really don't want to have, you can just not give it any attention. Just leave it alone, right? The same way you would that tiger. Just don't give it any attention and allow that thought to pass through, okay? Then you can go ahead and not allow it to gain any momentum. So one of the things that I've done in the past is, when I get those, right, when I get those contrasting thoughts, I literally will sit here with my hand and go, okay, keep moving, don't stop, right? And therefore, we can be the observer of our thoughts, which is much better than identifying ourselves with our thoughts, because that's where the trouble comes, when we start identifying ourselves with our thoughts, all right? But as the observer, we can sit there and we can go, okay, that thought serves me. That thought doesn't serve me, right? And therefore, we can start to take those thoughts. Another thing that I've done in the past also is like to take those thoughts that don't serve me, and I'll grab it as if it was a box of thoughts, and I'll put it behind me, right? And therefore, it's no longer in my field of view, so to speak, and therefore out of sight, out of mind, right? So I hope that you guys have liked these analogies and these tips that I've given you. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And please share this video with somebody that you think might be able to use it and benefit from it, because we never know when the right words from the right person will hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. Until next time, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification icon as well. Until next time, much love.